Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is the Crypto Slayer. So I'm going to be talking about XDC and look at what's going on with the XDC rich list. Okay, so if you want to be in the top 10% of XDC holders in the world, this is out of 7.6 billion people, you just have to have a wallet with at least 731 XDC tokens. So I don't know if you guys can zoom in, but definitely watch this in 1080p because that's how you'll be able to see these numbers clearly. But yeah, I don't know how accurate this is, but for the most part, I haven't found anything else that, discredits this at all. This guy's been doing a good job with his research. So shout out to Walter Blue on Twitter. Here I'm highlighting his tweet. But if you want to be in the top 5% of this XDC token, which is going to bridge the entire global trade finance market, you have to at least own 15,348 tokens. So this is as of September 9th of this year. And I find it really fun, man, to track the progress of this network and how far it's grown, even this year alone. Because we've seen exponential growth, explosive growth that I never imagined would have taken place this quickly, bro. I'm being honest, because if you guys look back to my previous XDC video, I was projecting there to be a 100,000 total accounts at the very least by the end of August, and now that we're in the middle of September, bro, we're almost double that prediction, it just means that it far exceeded what I was thinking that this network was going to go up to in terms of holders and wallets and stuff. It's just insane. It makes me think like, whoa, where will we be, bro, 3 months from now, close to the end of the year? Will we be at 300, 400, or 500,000 holders? Who knows? The sky's the limit at this point. Like, I'm very excited, guys, for the future of this cryptocurrency and utility token. But it's just crazy how you guys can own and 731 XDC tokens and be in the top 10% of all holders, bro. You know how much that costs right now? It's literally at an average price of, let's just round it up to 13 cents per XDC token. If you wanted to just have an estimate, right now it's going to be costing you around 731 times 0.13 cents per XDC. It's going to cost you around $95 to roughly $100, guys, to crack the top 10% of XDC holders. That is insane, bro. If you wanted to do the same with XRP, look how much it would cost you right now at these prices, because XRP is obviously $1 per token at the very least. That's a given now. If you want to crack the top 10% of XRP holders, because there's already a lot of substantial growth that has taken place in the past with this network, in terms of accounts and stuff like that, and ledgers that have this, 2,235. Let's just say each token is $1.10, because it usually goes up from there, up and down. It's gonna cost you $2,000. So that's the difference, bro. That's how early you are in XDC. I just drank a Rockstar, guys, because I was feeling tired. I was like, man, I need some energy for this video, because this one's gonna be another 15-minute video that I'm gonna drop some knowledge. I'm gonna drop a lot of information that you guys don't want to miss. So if you are in XDC, I suggest you watch this video. If you're not, I definitely consider researching this at least. You don't have to buy it, but just look into learning about it, because the information that I'm giving you is not complete. There's a lot other better content out there on YouTube, on this platform, where you guys can see more detailed information, and you guys can connect the dots, right? But I'm just gonna share with you guys some news updates and stuff that's just been going around that I found interesting. I want you to consider looking at XDC's ecosystem. Okay, so how there's projects and a lot of dApps that are built on top of the Ethereum network. Well, XDC has their own dApps. They have their own ecosystem going on. So when it comes to having a decentralized exchange, sort of like Uniswap, that's what Ethereum has going on right now. Uniswap version 1 or version 2, whatever you want to call it. It's a lot of decentralized exchanges or DEXs that are built on the Ethereum network. And here's one for the XinFin network, though. So this is going to completely help out XinFin and grow and become more valuable as more people use it to trade, ERC20 and XRC20 compatible tokens. But this is called Globiance, GBEX. They have their own token. It's called the decentralized exchange built on the XinFin network. You guys can actually go and check them out. Here's their Twitter. So this is what's called decentralized storage built on the XinFin network. So think about like Microsoft OneDrive storage and Apple iCloud storage, but this is built on the XinFin network. So this is going to bring more value utility to the XDC token, and this is cloud storage. That's basically what they deal with. They have SRX tokens. You can actually stake them and you can make passive income. So you're going to run independent StoreX nodes. You're going to become a node operator, and they're geographically spaced all over the world. There's a lot of people that are running these. Their rewards I heard are amazing. So that's like the strong nodes, you know what I mean? So this is just for those guys that are into passive income opportunities. I believe their token is actually trading on Bitrue with the USD Tether like pair right there. But yeah, it's trading at $4 if you guys were interested in looking into that. But another thing I want to talk about is they also have Ledger Mail, so like Google Mail, iCloud Mail, but this is decentralized email built on the XinFin network. And you guys can actually go look at their Twitter, ledgermail.io, and when you sign up, you get 10 XDC tokens, bro. Like who doesn't like free cryptocurrency tokens? They have 3,000 followers. A lot of people from the community or from the crypto Twitter community are following them. But this seems legit. I'm gonna go and sign up for them. This is not a paid sponsorship, by the way. This is just my own opinion. I want to support the XinFin network as an investor, so that's what I urge you guys to do, especially if you're into XDC like I am. Now, another thing, this is what XDC Veteran on Twitter has to say about all this stuff, about supporting our ecosystem for XinFin. But they said that XinFin official will become the standard, building DApps on top of the XinFin network. So I believe that most Ethereum-based DApps and projects that are ERC20, they're gonna move over to the XinFin network for sure. Like they're just gonna migrate because of how easy it is to use a XinFin network, how scalable, how secure, and just how amazing this is for the environment, right? Because you know how they got that climate change agenda going on. So this is gonna be perfect for institutions and companies that are environmentally friendly. But here's a roadmap to what this is what XDC is planning, guys. Their foundation roadmap. So as you guys can see, this displays important milestones, significant stages of development in chronological order. You got in light blue 2021 and in purple 2022. Some of the stuff is already planned public. Whatever's in green is already released. So most of the stuff hasn't been released yet, but they're working on the XDC Pay, XDC Explorer. So the XDC Explorer has already been publicized. It just hasn't been fully released. The XDC governance portal is set for Q4 this year. My contract is set for Q4 2021. The SDK release for Go is Q3, so we could expect that to happen soon. The SDK release for Java and the developers that like using that, it's going to be Q3 as well. So you also got the SDK release for Android and iOS, which is scheduled to be public this quarter as well. All this stuff, guys, for 2021 is what's in store for this year, and it's gonna make XDC way bigger than it is right now. Like this is gonna allow for those developers that are trying to develop on the XDC network. It's gonna make it easier for them to get on here and onboard their their tools and everything and start working on creating the Internet of Value, guys, utilizing the XDC blockchain. But once this stuff turns from blue to green, which means released, it's going to be fully live. Right now it's just planned for the public. It's just it's no longer in beta. And then very soon when we enter 2022, we're going to start seeing a lot of stuff light up here as well for the the purple cubes. But yeah, one of the co-founders of XDC Network, he said really good things about MonetaGo. So about how they're working together. Today, MonetaGo announced an international proof of concept, or POC, with SWIFT for its blockchain fraud migration solution for TradeFinance. In 2018, MonetaGo launched a similar domestic solution in India, in which SWIFT India is a partner. So the solution uses APIs and aims to prevent fraudulent trade finance through the double financing of invoices, purchase orders, bills of lading, and warehouse receipts. And they're talking about how they're working with HSBC, Standard Chartered, and the International Chamber of Commerce. But I want to draw a connection right now to what's called the TFD initiative, guys, which is part of the ITFA. and they're shaping the future of trade finance distribution. You know why this matters is because SWIFT is working with, I would imagine, all of them from the TFD initiative. So that includes XDC Network. And the reason why I believe that is because if you look here, they're talking about how MonetaGo ran a POC or proof of concept in Singapore with 25 organizations that included the International Chamber of Commerce. It included ITFA, which is the TFD initiative, which is anything that's part of this initiative right here, which is HSBC, and they're naming Citi, HSBC, which are banks. They also named SMBC and Standard Chartered as banks that are part of that, POC, which MonetaGo ran in Singapore. And also remember that, XinFin comes from Singapore. That's where it was created. And they also are working with Bolero and blockchain platforms TradeIX, which is Marco Polo, and Contour. So they are part of this ITFA. As you guys can see, you got other institutions here like Bolero, Coriolis, TradeTech. By the way, Andrzej Kasterman, who's an advisor of XinFin, is also an advisor of TradeTech. He's the guy who was the head of trade markets at SWIFT. Shout out to Victoria XDC. She shared that news information to all of us on Twitter. That's why I put it on my community tab. But yeah, you got Enagio. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but you got the Casterman Advisory, which is, obviously Casterman's behind that. That's the guy that is very bullish on XDC and the network. But this is Marco Polo, to give you an idea of how big they are. They're connected to Accenture. On top of that, Marco Polo, as a blockchain platform, is a network, is also connected, guys, to ING, Microsoft, MasterCard, Oracle, NetSuite, Polestar. They're also connected to R3. And R3, you guys already know, they have their own connection to the XDC network and foundation. Right here, you guys can see that these are, R3 is a main reason why XDC is very worthwhile to own, in my opinion, because they're going to be utilizing that token on their Corda Settler anyway. So they're taking a lot of that technology from XinFin and they're implementing it into their blockchain platform as well. So they're creating a lot of utility for XinFin. Also, Copper is just an institutional custodian of Algorand and of XinFin. But here's the connection: the World Trade Organization, the ICC, which is the International Chamber of Commerce. They were talking about TradeFinance and XinFin in 2018. I think it's around 2018, if I'm correct. But look, if you go to the TFD initiative, you go down here, guess who's the observer of this initiative? It's the International Chamber of Commerce, the United Kingdom. So yeah, guys, all this is powered by TradeTech. Remember that Andrzej Kasterman is the advisor of TradeTech and XinFin. XinFin's a major part of this, guys. And so are these organizations here, and the ones that are mentioned right here that are working with MonetaGo, whatever it's called in SWIFT. Shout out to D. Lewis on Twitter, but he shared this stablecoin that's built on the XDC network. It's called the US NOTA. You can send, receive, and invest money digitally secured and right now. That's their whole business model, in allowing you to basically source liquidity in the form of stablecoins as quickly as possible, because NOTA is built on top of the blockchain technology or the XinFin network. And this is a digital ledger that makes it easy to track, manage, store, and grow your digital assets. And apparently, this is fully backed by reserved assets, constantly proofed and monthly audited, and that is always redeemable for the US dollar on a one-to-one basis, unlike USD Tether and USDC, which are built on the Ethereum network. US NOTA, which is a XDC stablecoin, shows right here on their main official website, like they're partnered with XinFin, Frankfurt School of Finance and Management from Germany, blockchain co-investors. They're built for institutions and businesses. So these guys are supposedly regulated. I don't know how true that is, but it says accessible to almost anyone with an entry-level smartphone, data connectivity, and a USDC supported wallet, because you have to understand that the Ethereum network and the XinFin network are fully interoperable, just because the XDC network actually comes from Ethereum Go and also from JP Morgan's Quorum platform, which was actually acquired and bought out by Consensus back in 2020. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video, man. That's literally going to be everything. I'm going to check on the XDC Explorer. Okay, so look what's going on. Look at the account growth that's taking place on this network. So for the most part, I think that people are creating ledger mail accounts. Remember how I mentioned this in the beginning of the video when I said to support the XDC ecosystem? Well, ledger mail is basically emails that are fully decentralized, fully secure, private. There's a lot of encryption thanks to blockchain technology and the fact that it's on the XDC network. But they are actually pledging users who sign up with 10 free XDC coins. So that's why I think that that's really fueling the XDC account growth that we've seen lately. Because if you guys look back to a couple of days ago, on September 9th of 2021, there was only about 180,000 accounts that were created on the XDC network, and now it's September 15th, 2021, and there's 230,000 accounts, and it's still growing, guys, every single second. And there's a lot of accounts that are being opened with 10 XDC, and this is what my belief is. I think it's because people are signing up like crazy to Ledger Mail on ledgermail.io. I mean, they just crossed 200,000 users, guys. All this is giving more utility for the XDC network, giving our token more value. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you did, definitely leave a like and comment on it. If you have suggestions for future uploads, if you have anything that you want me to upload, like any specific token that you always wanted me to review, leave it in the comments. I'll get to it as soon as possible. I love you guys, I really do. Thank you for subscribing and also hitting the bell for notifications. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out.